Hi everybody, this is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection, and I'm coming to you live for your episode number 49 of Forgiveness on the Fly. Sorry I've been out for a couple of days. I hope you forgive me. I was still recovering from this crazy chest cold, and then it was Easter, and I just took some extra time for myself the past few days to just reflect on my life and look at all of the things that I'm grateful for. So one of the reasons why I want to talk about that right now is because of the fact today the episode is going to be on gratitude and just the grumbling that we do in our life when someone else would be very grateful to get the life that we're living because their life has something hard going on in it. And I have a lot of struggling friends right now, people that are going through really, really tough things like loss and grief and divorce. And I guess I just want to take this time to help them with gratitude and just help them feel seen and know that somebody's there to listen if they need to talk or just cry. So let's go ahead and begin. I forgive myself for believing grumbling feels better than trying to find something good in my life right now. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing I deserve to grumble because this terrible thing that's happened to me, and I want to be heard. Dang it. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing I have the right to complain. And I want to be heard. I want to say that again. I want to be heard. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times nobody listened to me and I didn't get to have my voice heard. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing it's too hard to feel grateful for the hard things that are happening. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing it's always going to look this way in my life. I'm always going to try hard and bad things are still going to happen. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing I don't have anything to be grateful for. And I have way more bad going on than good. Deep breath in. I forgive the people that complain about their lives and they have a way better life than I think I have right now. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for believing it's always going to look this way and there's nothing I can do to change my circumstances and being grateful isn't going to help. Deep breath in. I raise my level of acceptance to knowing that you can't have grumbling and gratitude at the same time. So I say yes to replacing my grumbling with more gratitude. Deep breath in. I say yes to gratitude for this hard thing I'm going through, and I release all the negative energy around it. And I believe that I can be grateful for the experience without loving that I'm having to go through it. And that will catapult me forward into what's next for me, which is really good. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times I took for granted all of the things that were good that were happening in my life in order to just complain about something. Deep breath in. I forgive the people in my life that don't let me complain and who show me that I should be grateful. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself having a heart of gratitude for even the tough things that are going on. Deep breath in. I I forgive myself for believing my life is harder than someone else's life right now, and that I have a right to grumble, and that gratitude is harder for me. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself, having a grateful heart. Deep breath in. I forgive the people in my life who aren't grateful for me. Deep breath in. I forgive the people in my life who don't say thank you. Deep breath in. I check myself and I forgive myself for the times I step into a situation looking for gratitude and looking for someone to tell me thank you and for what I'm going to get out of it versus just doing it out of the goodness of my heart because somebody needs it and not holding on to their response to what I've done. Deep breath in. Without holding space for my grumbling and how I have a right to grumble because of this bad thing that's happened in my life, I can open massive space where I can show up feeling grateful, feeling humble, and full of gratitude for being able to make it through this tough situation and surviving it. Deep breath in. I forgive myself for the times I saw my situation as the worst situation possible, yet I made it through that situation to the other side. And I didn't see the gratitude for the other side. Deep breath in. I bow in honor to the people that died for their cause, the people that didn't make it through the tough situation, the people that didn't survive cancer, the people that didn't survive the divorce, the people who didn't survive the medical diagnosis, and everything they were grateful for along the way, yet they still lost. They still didn't survive. I show honor and glory to them today. Deep breath in. I love and accept myself, seeing my life as a gratitude, just counting life as a blessing and being okay if there's hard things that I have to overcome. Deep breath in. I love and acknowledge I'm on the other side of all of my most difficult days so far. And even though I know there are more difficult days to come, I know I can make it through. Deep breath in. I ask God to forgive me for the things I complain about and grumble about that aren't even really hard. Deep breath in. I acknowledge out loud somebody else has always had a harder day and a harder situation than I have, and that I have a pretty easy life most days. Deep breath in. I say yes to my grumbling, and I call it all up out of every cell of my mind, every cell of my body, and my spirit, and I release it to God's love and divine healing. Deep breath in. Y'all, I just have to say out loud right now that I'm grateful for Larry. He's my neighbor from 3 doors down, and I don't own a mower. And I'm very grateful that you can hear him mowing my yard in the background right now. That is something I don't have to do. I'm happy to pay Larry so that he can mow my yard once a week. I am grateful. Thank you, Larry. Deep breath in. Without this pattern, I can not only be thankful for the people that show up for me when I don't even ask them to, I can be thankful and grateful for the people that God puts in my path that are only for a season. I don't get to keep them forever, but I can certainly look at their influence, good or bad, on my life, and I can acknowledge out loud how I'm grateful for their being put in my life so that I could learn the lesson I was supposed to learn. And hopefully they could learn something too. Deep breath in. Without this pattern, I can show extreme gratitude for people that have gifts that I don't have. People that cook amazing meals and bake beautiful cakes. I can be grateful that I get to take part in those things because they have a skill that I don't. And I can show up with all of my skills and be grateful that people appreciate the skills I have that they don't have. I am grateful for the tribe of people, the friends, the church, the colleagues, the work friends, and even just the people that come to my office, the people that come for services. I'm grateful for what they're there to teach me. Deep breath in. Without this pattern, I'm free to show up in full gratitude daily. And I can even do things like a gratitude journal. I know a couple of days ago, I showed you my original gratitude journal, which is just like blank pages that I can write what I'm grateful for every day. But I also have this really cool one that we did at our Scenes Mom group at church through Freedom. And it's a self-care journal. So it's a lot more detailed. It talks about what I'm looking forward to today, 3 things I'm grateful for in my life right now, how can I start my day on a positive note, and things like what could I do to make today great? And it's all blank, so you can just fill in the dates. So if you want either of those, I can send you the link on those. I got them in my Amazon cart. They were pretty reasonable, maybe like $8 or $9 each. So it's not something that has to be really expensive, but I promise you that gratitude is actually one of the number one things that fights depression that isn't a medication. And actually there are studies that show that gratitude and increasing your gratitude for the good things and the things you don't have to do on your own in your life is actually just as effective as some of the SSRI medications. So I think that's pretty amazing, right? So if you don't want to take a medicine, but you want to increase your gratitude, certainly you can work on a gratitude journal. All right, guys, that's it for today. This is Tammy with the Forgiveness Connection coming to you live for your episode number 49 of Forgiveness on the Fly. And it was all about gratitude versus grumbling. And that was for me today, folks. I needed that today. It was a tough week, being sick and all the things. And I'm just being honest with you. Even the therapist needs help sometimes with gratitude. And so I hope you'll join me again tomorrow for another episode. Don't forget, forgiveness really is the key to your healing. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.